Welcome to Tech Marvel Show, where she easily peels an egg. Zhiya is amazed, questioning the robot's reality. Shiya's chest seems inflated, battery faulty. Zhiya decides to investigate just as she's about to check. Suddenly, the lab's power is restored. The team rushes to check Zhiya, seeing her cursing Zhiya on video. The professor collapses in shock like a startled cat, leaving colleagues speechless. Zhiya calls her, surprisingly finding Zhiya's accusations refreshing, as she's never felt such a thrill. The next day, Zhiya accidentally swallows a pill that gets stuck in her throat. She struggles in pain as Zhiya rushes over. To rescue Zhiya gives her back a hot slap, and the pill flies out, almost making Zhiya exclaim, "You are my superhero." Zhiya is amazed Zhiya has a self-rescue ability. Surprisingly, she has no allergies after touching Zhiya. What marvelous technology. Soon, repairs are over, Zhiya returns to the lab, only to be kicked out by the furious professor for poor performance. However, the professor regrets deeply as her robot's part burned out, repairs taking a month. As Zhiya decides not to wait, she suggests moving the lab to her mansion and insists on fixing the robot within a day. The professor is distressed, feeling like a puppy stuck in cotton candy, so she has to ask Zhiya for help again. Zhiya recalls the 10 million and agrees, but asks her to pretend to be human for a week. They pack and drive to Zhiya's mansion. The butler leads them to an abandoned warehouse. After the butler leaves, a black bag falls, startling everyone. Zhiya was inside. This way, Zhiya had been tricked. Soon, it was time to serve her master, and Zhiya, in gratitude for Zhiya's life-saving, decides to store their lovely moments together in her brain. The next day, everyone ate expired curry and had diarrhea. Professor worries as Zhiya ate a lot of curry, not a good sign. Sure enough, Zhiya's stomach churns too. Everyone knows that a vicious cycle is never a good sign. Plus, she is still pretending to be a robot. To avoid being discovered by Zhiya tries desperately to hold it in, walking awkwardly until she finally can't take it anymore. Hearing suspicious sounds, Zhiya is puzzled. Zhiya's quick thinking realizes it's unusual she needs new underwear. Simple-minded Zhiya believes it fully and rushes to her bedroom, while Zhiya dashes to the bathroom. Zhiya finally breathes a sigh of relief, like a child. But Zhiya hears the flash in the bathroom. She barges in, locking eyes with Zhiya, who forces a grin, claiming she was cleaning the bathroom. At first, Zhiya is unconvinced, but when she sees Zhiya spraying the bathroom with $1 million perfume, she's completely flabbergasted. What's more shocking is that Zhiya is actually sweating, which only deepens her suspicions about this robot's authenticity. At this moment, Zhiya decides to abandon her disguise but accidentally drops the $1 million perfume. As Zhiya loses her balance, she lands right on Zhiya, and that's not good. Witnessing this, the professor sighs in relief. She is armored. Zhiya will now believe she's a robot. As time passes, Zhiya grows increasingly fond of Zhiya, even developing feelings for this robot. To be continued. To be continued in the next segment. To be continued in the next segment. To be continued shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this hilarious tale, subscribe to our channel. See you next time.